Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, subscribe and share. The goal of my YouTube channel is to promote sustainable everyday home cooking. I use fresh and whole food ingredients as an alternative to fast and processed food. That has increasingly become the standard American diet, as my friend Bill called it the sad diet. Without any question, home cooking is work and takes time. And this is the reason that I developed the fast cooking system. The word fast stands for the 4 attributes of the cooking system, which is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. Using system, I'm able to cook 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and usually not more than 30 minutes to prepare a meal from scratch. This system provides me a lot of room for creativity, so consequently I never get bored and tired with the food that I cook. Instead of using recipes, this cooking system uses templates to guide your cooking, with a lot of rooms for modifications and changes according to what is available and your personal preferences. Because I'm cooking the food the way how I want to be, I know exactly what I put into my body. This video provides a demonstration of the type of flexibility that is available in this cooking system. By demonstrating 2 approaches in stir frying. The first is to stir fry in oil in an oil-based stir frying technique. The second is to stir fry with water in a water-based stir frying technique. In this case, I will give you a comparison what these 2 different methods are like. For the first method, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of canola oil in my Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok. Recently, I posted a video on how much cooking oil to use in stir frying. I have provided 2 basic guidelines for you to decide how much oil you should use. And you can take a look at this video to learn more about these 2 guidelines. So I first start season the wok, and then I add half cup of carrots together with 3 cups of broccoli. The purpose of oil in stir frying is to coat the ingredients with oil so that they are in the Maillard reaction temperature range for them to generate flavor molecules. So the whole purpose of stir frying is to use just enough amount of oil to coat the surface of the food ingredients. Now different fruit have different oil absorbing capacity. Broccoli absorbs the oil readily. As you can see by now, there's almost no oil left in the bottom of the wok. But if you look at the floret of the broccoli, they look glistening with oil. The oil is important in the stir frying process. First, it allows the Maillard reaction to occur at the high temperature, and secondly, it protects the ingredients from getting bad burned by the high heat of the wok. However, stir frying the food ingredients, particularly the broccoli, with oil alone is not sufficient to soften the texture of the broccoli. So now if you do a taste test at this point, you will find the broccoli to be quite crunchy because the oil has poor penetrations into the broccoli. So to soften the texture of the broccoli, I add water to the wok. I'm going to add enough water. There is a little bit of water going to sit at the bottom of the wok. You can see here there's a lot of steam generated by the water, and this is the time I am steaming the vegetable. I add only a little bit of water at a time. This will allow me to have better control of the texture of the broccoli. If I add too much water altogether, the texture of the broccoli might be too soft. Okay, the dish is done. This is how I normally stir fry my broccoli. First with cooking oil, and then followed by water. And so for the second method, I'm only going to use half tablespoon of cooking oil. The reason for that is that it will allow me to coat the vegetables at least a little bit with oil that will prevent them from burning. I rock the wok to make sure that I can cover the surface of the oil. I start with about 1/4 cup of finely sliced carrots, followed by 3 cups of broccoli. And now you look at the surface of the wok, it is completely dried. because the broccoli has quickly soaked up whatever the oil that was there. Because without the oil to protect the broccoli, the heat quickly caused the broccoli to burn. So the next step is to modulate the temperature so that the wok is not as hot. And the strategy is to add only a small amount of water at a time. You notice that as soon as the water hits the wok, it starts to almost evaporate immediately. This will reduce the temperature of the wok and prevent the broccoli to get burned. However, the temperature of the broccoli will be still hot enough to remain in the Maillard reaction temperature zone. This will still allow flavor molecule to be generated on the surface of the food ingredients. And therefore, by constantly adding small amount of water at a time, you control the temperature of the food. Therefore, instead of steaming the vegetable, you are still looking at frying the vegetable. So this water-based stir frying technique in fact are very similar to the oil-based stir frying technique, which is to control the temperature of the food ingredients that is not so hot that it gets burnt, but not so cold that it will not reach the Maillard temperature reaction zone. The key of this technique is that you do not add too much water so that it will cool down the surface of the wok too much. You can tell the wok is still very hot because any time when you add water to the wok, it evaporates almost immediately. And this process usually takes about 1 or 2 minutes. And you can vary the amount of time that you do this based on your personal preference. Once you reach a point that you believe that you have created enough flavor molecules, then you will add more water so that there is water sitting at the bottom of the wok. This is time when you steam the broccoli to the desired texture that you want. If you want the broccoli not as soft, then you steam it only for a very short time, or you don't even have to steam it at all. At this point, then you can season your broccoli. In this case, I season it with a combination of oyster sauce and hoisin sauce. Okay, now the dish is done. But this dish is not steaming, because if you look at the vegetable, you can see that there are some browning as well as charring on the surface of the vegetables. These are the hallmarks of a vegetable that has been stir-fried. So when you taste this vegetable, in comparison, it actually do not taste that different from the oil-based stir-frying method. It is as flavorful and it is definitely different from if you have steamed the vegetables. So why would you want to use this cooking method? My friend Jim told me the main reason that he used this method all the time because he wants to lose weight. Because cooking oil is rich in calories. As shown in here, there are 120 calories in each tablespoon of cooking oil. So for 2 tablespoons, there are 240 calories. I used about 10 ounces of broccoli to cook this dish, which is about 100 calories. And I used 2 ounces of carrots, and it is about 23 calories. So together, this dish is 363 calories, which is not bad at all. But what if I reduce the cooking oil to half tablespoon, as in the case with the water-based stir-frying technique? In this case, the oil will only contribute 60 calories. And now I have dropped the calorie of this dish by 50%. And what if I do not use any cooking oil and cook this dish entirely by the water-based stir-frying method? In this case, you can drop another 60 calories, and now the dish has only 123 calories. When Jim explained this to me, it made a lot of sense that why he would want to use the water-based stir-frying technique. But ultimately, the key is that does he enjoy what he eats? And I agree with him, actually the taste is really good. It is definitely different from the oil-based stir-fry technique. They both have their unique characteristics. Jim said he loved the taste, and he would do this anytime over steaming. To him, it not only tastes better, but it is also faster and more efficient to cook. I post a video each day for my fast cooking system, which is flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and templates-based cooking. to provide you with tips on how to make your stir frying more efficient, as well as how to streamline the different steps involved in stir frying to make it more effective. Furthermore, I will provide you with different templates to cook some of the basic dishes. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to learn more how this home cooking system make it possible for you to make home cooking a daily routine. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.